Howdy guys, I am back with more of the Banner Saga. Last time, Onef betrayed us and took Alette. We don't know where she went. I think off into the woods. I don't know if he's doing something nasty to her or not. Want to apologize for being so frustrated and emo in the last one. I was feeling a lot of emotions in this game and might have said some really ridiculous stuff. But anyway, let's move along with playing the game now. "Where is Alette?" shouts Ivor, tearing through the nearest bandit. But you're already hobbling into the deep woods where they disappeared, ignoring the battle raging behind you. In a haze of pain, you start to think you've lost their tracks. Then you hear Alette screaming in the distance, followed by silence. You tear through the trees. Oh gosh. In a small clearing, Alette lies with her back against a tree. Her hands and her clothes are covered in blood. No! She stares vacantly ahead, unblinking. Beside her is the body of Onef, an arrow buried in his right eye as if placed there by hand. She looks in your direction and then at Onef. "I killed him," she says. Oh my gosh, if this was real life, I would run up and hug her right now. Oh my god, baby girl, thank you. I love you right now, Alette. I love you so hard right now. Alette, are you alright? You cringe as much from the pain as the appearance of Alette after her bloody struggle with Onef. No, I'm not hurt. I had no choice. Dad, your chest, you're bleeding. Suddenly she is at your side, putting pressure on the wound. I can fix this. Where's my needle? Oddleif, anyone! Ivor, I found them. Just as your sight goes black, you see Eyvind, Ivor, and Alette standing over you. Oh, he's going to make it? Your eyes open at the sound of Alette's voice. Normally, a wound like that, I only hope I did enough. I'll survive. Dad! Alette stops herself from hugging your bandaged chest, pulling your head to her instead. The wounds come out the words come out easier than you expected. Oddleif, it's a good thing Eyvind was here. She's going to pull through, though it was a nasty wound. Oh my god. Relief. Oddleif isn't dead. Alette isn't dead. I could just cry. I'm so happy that they're not dead. We managed to kill most of these traitors, sons of bitches, and the rest fled into the woods. Why'd you let any of them flee? There were a lot of people I couldn't save. You did everything you could, Eyvind. Nobody expects you to raise the dead. Eyvind frowns deeply, putting a hand to his forehead. Why did Onef do this, Rook? He was talking to you right before it happened. He had been planning it all along. He thought my leadership would get us killed. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I really don't. He could have been. I'm guessing he's been planning it. I don't know if he didn't like my leadership. I was sitting there agreeing with him, honestly. So I don't know. I'm just going to answer truthfully. I really don't know. I have a good idea. Ekkill killed a good half dozen of Onef's men by himself. He told me Onef was running Frostvellr the whole time. What? 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 He left Frostvellr behind when he saw a better opportunity. Guess that relationship is over. Ekkill was always just the barking dog you put in the yard to find out who your enemies are. It was no accident Onef went after those of us from Skogr. He must have thought with us gone he'd take the banner and the rest would fall in line. Or at worst, they'd take all the supplies for themselves and leave the rest as dredge bait. We have to be more careful. We can't just let anyone join the caravan anymore. He's right. He's right. Where do you draw the line, Ivor? I'm gonna look up to Ivor. He's been around for a while. He's smart. Where do you draw the line? I don't know, Rook. I really don't. You know, that's right. Ivor never wanted to be a leader. That's why he buggered off, right? None of this changes the fact that Bellower is out there somewhere following us. That swamp around Singerholm might buy us some time, but we've got to keep moving. Your body aches all over, but Ivor's right. The road calls. The caravan is already starting to pack up camp. God, that was horrible. I can't believe all of that happened. We have no supplies. I just don't even know. Let's go see Oddleif. I really want to see how she's doing. How is the wound? You notice Oddleif wince as she rises to greet you. It's doing a lot better. When I saw it happen, I thought for sure, well, I'm really glad you would have missed me, Rook. She smiles. Without Eyvind, that's all you could have done. Instead, you'll have to put up with my crap a little longer. It still aches like you wouldn't believe, though. Oh, maybe you would. Heard you took a stabbing yourself. I guess things could have gone worse. How are you doing? What do you think about the rest of the caravan? Yeah, what do you think about the rest of the caravan? She's loyal. She's not trying to pull anything, so she has some definite insight. You mean, should we start kicking people out? Yeah, that's a tough one. Usually I'd be the first to give you a dirty look for suggesting it. On the other hand, I got a sword in my back. Oddleif thinks for a long moment before sighing. Don't send anyone away. Just make sure nothing happens to Alette. Alright. I'm gonna trust everyone we have for now, but from now moving forward, no more people. How are you doing? I'm doing alright. Man, I'm sorry, I gotta stop for a moment. I trusted Onef a lot more than I trusted Ekkill, too. And Ekkill's been pretty solid, question mark. Sometimes it's lonely since my husband died. I guess I'd say it's more like being alone, even surrounded by all these people. Not like I don't have enough to worry about, though. I'm glad to have Alette around. And you, Rook. I'll let you get some rest. Okay, thanks. I'll take you up on that. You're welcome to keep me company. When I'm a little more awake, I'll talk to you later. She's getting a little flirty, I think. After something like that, I feel like we're all feeling a little bit closer to one another. Alright, let's see. Let's talk to Ekkill. Let's see what he's making of all of this. Look who it is! Still not dead. How are things, Rook? I can never guess with you, Ekkill. I heard you helped drive off the traitors when Onef attacked us. And it leaves me always wondering, what's your deal? I'm not so hard to understand. Why didn't you try asking instead of telling? Well, why didn't you warn us about Onef? Why did you stick with him? You're welcome to stay with us. I want you to leave. I need to get going. Why didn't you warn us about Onef? Didn't I? How many times did I have to call him a traitor before you got the message? What did you want me to say? Watch out, Onef's going to murder your whole family? Yes. He didn't fill me in on the details. He was always like that. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to convince you to off me. But listen, I don't need to know, so keep it to yourself. So why did you stick with him? I don't know, Rook. Family makes you do weird things. You know what the worst part is? We became kin when he married my sister. She died of a fever one night. But she didn't. She wasn't sick. He killed her. I don't know why he did it. Maybe he just felt like it. I was so furious. I got so angry that I wanted him to beg. I could kill him without a second thought, but that wasn't enough. I wanted him to feel sick about it, puke his guts out. And somehow, that turned into... Over time, he never cared, and I gave up. And he did what he wanted. Don't know how it happened. But when I attacked you in Frostvellr, guess I'll just say it wasn't my idea. That makes sense now. It all makes sense now. I didn't understand why Ekkill attacked me. I thought we'd made peace, and it was Onef the whole freaking time. My lord. Alright, you're welcome to stay with us. I need you. You're welcome to stay with us. Please stay with us. Had no plans to go anywhere. So you're going to let me walk around with my own axe and everything? That doesn't mean I'm not watching you. I can accept that. You're a good man. I need to get going. And I need to take a piss. You're not the only busy man around here, you know. You shake your head as Ekkill steps away from camp. Ekkill, you're alright, man. You're alright. I gotta say, I'm surprised by him. He's proven to be quite the man. Alright, well, we don't have the supplies to stay here as much as I would like to rest up. We've got to keep moving. I have 4 days worth of supplies and I need to find some badly. Jeez, this has been a hell of an adventure, man. I'm so burned out from this game. It's wearing me out. I feel as exhausted from this game as playing Dark Souls. I'm not even gonna lie, like the emotional toll it's taking on me is too much. No encouragement or tales of glory will lift the spirits of the caravan. In the north, we have times like this, says one of the Varl. The other giants grin, raising tankards and horns of mead. Skål! They shout and make short work of their drinks, explaining that each person takes a drink when someone tells a story that is more miserable than the last. Others join them for the second round and mead has passed your way. Leave the others to their drinking game. This will only make things worse. Join the giants in drinking. I need a drink. Join the giants. Taking the mead, you shout, Skål! The crowd cheers and laughter echoes through the camp for hours as each person comes up with increasingly more absurd stories of woe. The Varl's remedy is a success, and the caravan is in a much better mood the following day, albeit hungover and with less mead than before. Alright, I probably shouldn't have done that because that tanked our supplies horribly. I have 1 day of supplies. I've never run out of supplies before, so I'm not sure what's going to happen. It looks like we're coming into a town right here, so maybe we won't. Oh, we've run out. Oh, we were gonna run out. I don't think, oh my gosh, that was close. The villagers here are completely oblivious to the destruction that is coming. All we've seen is some dark figures far off, they tell you. Aside from a few young families, they're reluctant to pick up their things and join you. Fine by me. You guys stay there. I don't need more mouths to feed. Alrighty, guys. Well, let's go ahead and go into the market. And 1 renown gets 5. That's a better deal back than at the other place. So I'm gonna have to just use what's left of my renown to get some supplies. And yeah, look how close I was, and I had nothing left, so I'm not even going to be able to rest. I think we're going to have to just stay in normal to poor morale and move along. But I think now will probably be a good enough place to stop. I know it's going to be a shorter episode this time, but sometimes they're short, sometimes they're long. I just don't want to get in the middle of something and have like a 40-minute episode. So thank you guys so much for watching me play the Banner Saga, and I'll see you with another episode soon. Bye for now.